Starting off at Dunkin', picking up my mobile order. Coffee achieved. A large hot black coffee. Getting really used to the mobile ordering. Welcome to today's video. As of recording of this Thursday, one more day of the week. Ted, Adam, Green, and I always back and forth. Usually we'll kind of do the countdown as we get closer to Friday. Like tomorrow, Friday, finally, you know, and you get the weekend. So one more day of work for me. And then it's off for the weekend. We got a pinball pack from AtGames today. Brand new release, an AtGames original. Not too many AtGames originals, so this one really looking forward to checking it out. As I look forward to checking out all the pinball packs, but when it's AtGames original, it's pretty genuine. Also, I can't believe they made this game. I came across this today going, you have got to be kidding me. We're gonna stop at Best Buy and talk about Arcade1up and Basic Fun at the same time, at the same store. How's this really gonna work? Wait is over. Baby Shark is now available, and it's not just for the ALP 4K, it is also for the HD. So it's nice to have options because not everybody has the ALP, the 4K, or the HD, so vice versa. It is a $1 or $2 cheaper, $2 cheaper if you're gonna get it on the HD. So yeah, we're gonna check this out in just a little bit. Also at 501, 79 degrees. I will take that for October. And it's just gonna get warmer this weekend. And we'll worry about, you know, as the temps drop later on, but gonna enjoy the next couple of days because this could be it. Now, not all Best Buys carry Arcade1up, but this one does. And hopefully they will also have Basic Fun. And the weird thing about this is Arcade1up and Basic Fun, no joking matter here, are basically the exact same. So I just wanted to cover how's this gonna work. Also, yes, Switch 2 is in stock at this location too. See what I did there? I said Switch 2 is also at this location too. Kinda came out weird. But Best Buy, this Best Buy, carries Arcade1up, and I'm gonna hit a couple of places, Best Buys that I have a hunch that will carry Arcade1up, and just kind of monitor, because if they have them there, those locations should have Basic Fun too. Also, since Time Crisis became available again, this location was showing up that they had at least one on hand, and I wanted to see if it was not only still here, but on display. Pac-Man, Golden Tee, also the Infinity Game Board, which is half off at Target. We found that out last night, $249.99 down from $499.99. But just monitoring, will these still be in store when Basic Fun hits, along with the demo? Because Basic Fun is exactly the same as an Arcade1up. Take a look at the controls for a second. Not so much the buttons. I think the buttons, from what I've seen on a couple of images, are actually a step up, and I'm comparing them to the iArcade. The iArcade had better buttons. But take a look at the on and off and volume. It is exactly the same. You can, well, maybe I'm wrong about the buttons. It's just maybe I was looking at the Supreme, but look at that. The volume, the on and off, identical. I think there's more similarities to Basic Fun and Arcade1up than they're actually leading on. And I think, you know, down the road, we're really gonna see it's basically the same thing. And visiting their store on Amazon, because in the States, Best Buy is not showing up any Basic Fun yet. We're just seeing the original stuff here on Amazon. Atari, Star Wars, Centipede, and then WrestleFest. And a couple of countercades. We're not seeing Turtles yet. We're not seeing everything, but just starting it out with these renders. And I expect to see these at Best Buy very soon, because if they're showing up on Amazon, they will be not only showing up online, but showing up in store. Even the countercade, I mean, look at this. This looks identical to the last one-player countercade we got from Arcade1up. I'd be shocked if the marquee light lit up. It's the exact same product. So are we going to actually see both of these in store? Because I'm going to tell you what, the average consumer isn't going to know the difference. They're not going to know. They're going to see the same thing. They're like, oh my gosh, there's a Pac-Man, there's a Terminator 2, there's a Time Crisis, there's a WrestleFest, a Return of the Jedi, Golden Tee. They're not going to know anything. They're just going to see Arcade. They're not going to realize, oh, that's a different company. And it's almost like they did that on purpose. And this is all just like hitting me now after really looking at the countercades. Something that I've always been a big fan of countercades, and I think most of us like the countercades, and we actually, would have hoped that more countercades. I wanted an X-Men countercade. People wanted a KI countercade. I mean, if they made Mortal Kombat, and I feel that the couple that I have, the Marvel superheroes and NBA Jam, are some of the best. Turtles, obviously, the two-player Turtles, and of course the Mortal Kombat. Those 4 countercades are unbelievable. Then they take a step back, then Basic Fun shows up, and it's almost like their countercades look like the step back that Arcade1up did. So they're so similar that I think they're the same thing. And I mean, technically not the same company, and I know a lot of the employees are kind of going over from one to the other, but it's just so. Remember when Iconic Arcade put out the prototype, and there was some kind of maybe like speculation lawsuit that they were copying some of the prints? These look a lot more similar to an Arcade1up than that Street Fighter 2 we saw. Also, I don't see these selling out, or even going on much of a sale. I mean, this has went up $50. These were basically $4.49. Kind of snuck their way up to $4.99. I think the best we've seen was the $3.99 on some of the deluxe during the holidays, or just the old 24-hour sales that Best Buy used to do. These are going to stick around. It's not like these are going to go anywhere. And as long as they're in a store, and not all Best Buys carry the Arcade1up. The home Best Buy we go to a lot does not. The Mayfair location, there's none there. But there's other Best Buys, and I don't know if it's a smaller Best Buy, if that's why they're here versus other stores. But it'd be crazy to see a Pac-Man right here, the kiosk, and then right over here, WrestleFest, or Return of the Jedi, or even a countercade, a Tempest countercade. Also, something to take note of is the Mossy Oak Big Buck Hunter at Sam's Club right now is $5.49. You can see that the standard deluxe is $5.99 at Best Buy, and everything else is basically at the $4.99 price point. And just a little comparison here with Nintendo, with PlayStation, with Xbox, all in the same store. It's like, why couldn't they have 2 different arcade brands? The thing is there's difference between an Xbox and a Nintendo, a Switch or a PlayStation 5. There's not going to be much difference between a Basic Fun home arcade cabinet and an Arcade1up. They are the same size, height, width. The controls look identical. I did think that the buttons were slightly better on a Basic Fun, but basically they're the same. So it's gonna be crazy if this happens by the end of the year. I mean, in October now, how soon will it be till we see more home arcades in a store right next to each other? Very weird that this Best Buy does have the Switch 2 where they should be. And then you have the little bit more theming here. The home Best Buy does not have them in this little cabinet. It's up by checkout, customer service. So I'm not sure why they have decided to not have them out here. And especially the games, it just seems like there's more games. I'm actually looking for Sonic. See if Sonic, maybe it's not in stock here anymore. Maybe they sold out. Maybe this was it right here, or they're just tucked away. But everything for the most part is out on the floor here. Okay, the worst Nintendo Wii games of all time, and I just want to focus on one, and it's right here. I thought this was a joke for a second. You're telling me that they made a Grey's Anatomy game for the Wii. I've never heard about this. I've never seen this before. I mean, what could this game possibly be? And there's goofy looking games like Carnival Games, Mini Golf 2008, My Horse and Me 2008, a couple of ads, Michael Jackson, The Experience 2010, Cooking Mama, Cook Off 2007. I mean, these are jokes. Look at, I like Muscle March 2009. I mean, look at the old dude right here. It's funny. B-movie game, and then we get to Grey's Anatomy, the video game, 2009. Rating it a 65 out of 100. Nintendo Wii adaptation of basic cable drama Grey's Anatomy probably tops the list of the most 2000s sentence ever. You know what? I've seen, I'll admit it, probably, let's just say 3 episodes tops. I'm not sure what people expected from a Grey's video game, but reviewers near universal meh is enough to set me straight. Trauma Center Under the Knife was proof that the healthcare-centered video game could be enjoyable, but frankly, I don't think even Shonda Rhimes played this. So it must be an actress from the show. I'm not an expert. I know Patrick Dempsey, I can name him, but this is the most ridiculous game I have ever seen. A couple of surprises. Cruisin' 2004. So just think of Cruisin' Blast. I know a lot of people, might have been hard to play. Maybe that was, but I'm sure you had the steering wheel. Here's my thing with Wii, is I didn't have a Wii, but I had a Wii U. So when I bought a Mario game, I had to get the Wii controllers. So I had, I'll call it a Pro. Let's just say it was a Pro. It was called a Pro controller for the Wii U. Look at this, Major League eating the game. This is just outrageous stuff. Like, these were games, and it's just Joey Chestnut is shaking in his boots. I guess my number one problem with the Wii U was I upgrade to a controller like this, but to play Super Mario, and I can't remember what that Mario game was, whatever the headline game was for the system, you needed the Wii controllers. This was for other things. Like there was a Marvel, it was an X-Men game, there was some kind of fighting game that you could either play on your, you could take the Wii U out, or you could use that controller. Never really grasped the concept of it. Was not impressed, and to this day, it left. And that's where the idea came from for Switch, obviously, but it just wasn't for me. I didn't understand why I had to go back and buy a controller from a previous system that almost counted as an alarm when they were selling new controllers. So that was kind of the taste that the Wii U left. I just wasn't for me. Figures have went up, $34.99 so $35 for the newer McFarlanes versus, this might be a sale price, but there was a point when they were $24.99. So everything has just went up, or maybe the $29.99. So, Superman, you would think that the movie figures would be cheaper, but things have slightly gone up. That it keeps you from picking up certain things. Look at these turtles. Look at 4-pack. I have not seen these before. Decided to stop in at a Target I haven't been to for a while. This is like making like farting sounds. Jeez, that is hilarious. Thought maybe they'd have some Super Friends here. I just got an email that the third wave is already up for pre-order. So I have one from wave 2. I'm still trying to find, and I've seen pretty much probably all of them, and I guess it was my choice to pass when I did. Now it's going to be a struggle to find them, but wave 3 is officially available for pre-order through McFarlane. So if you're looking for, again, I don't know if I'm going to get every one of them, but I would go for Bizarro. Batman Bizarro, probably not, because it must have just been from one episode. I don't remember that. Maybe it was a Bizarro, featured episode, but Bizarro's Bizarro. But I don't know. I don't know if I would get all of them. But Wave 3 is out. It's just crazy. It's just, you can hardly keep. This is like Arcade1up in the heyday. We couldn't keep up with them, And now we can't keep up with McFarlane. They're just pumping this out. Also, they have Switch 2 at this location. When we were at Best Buy, I kind of screwed up that I was looking for Sonic Racing by Switch 2 games. It's a Switch 1. So I keep thinking it's Switch 2. It is Switch 1. But yeah, see, they mix them up. They trick you. They put a Switch 2 next to a Switch 1. So you just kind of think it's a Switch 2 game. No, it's a Switch. And the Lego Game Boy have hit Target. We saw these at Costco, at Sam's. Costco was like 48 something. Sam's was $49.99. They are $59.99 at Target. I was actually looking for these at Best Buy, but Target has them. Oh my gosh, remember yesterday when I said that if you miss out on stuff, you'll find it again? They have the 5-pack here, the 6-pack here. I never thought I'd see this again. Target exclusive for $54.99. Okay, if I'm looking at this right, you know, Target has some good sales going on. This Superman is down 70%, $12.44. So some of the stuff is on sale, some of it isn't, but a lot of the movie stuff, this is kind of what I was hinting at Best Buy, like why would the movie figures be more than the standard? But yeah, 70% off of this, $13.19. We're gonna head back and do a review on AtGames original Baby Shark Legends single pack for $8. Otherwise it is $6 for the HD. So this just came out today, and AtGames sent me this code for the purposes of review. All opinions are my own. We'll head home and we'll check it out. Very colorful back glass. Baby Shark, just pretty cut and dry. There is a little score box here. All right, we have Loki making a little appearance here on the table. She wanted to definitely check this out. It looks a little dark, doesn't it, Loki? Not because you're standing on it, but just the colors beyond the table just kind of look, I don't know, they look a little shadowed out. So there is a look at the table. Let's check it out. She's ready. She goes, not me, the car. Okay, so choose your mode. At the start of each game, choose your difficulty by pressing the flipper left for shark mode or right for baby shark mode. Let's try
baby shark mode.
Right. Going over the rules. We never check the rules, but I guess I gotta watch it. So we're gonna check baby shark mode, and then we will go to the shark mode for the second game here. So now I'm not familiar with Baby Shark. Don't know where they, you know, if this is a show, but Baby Shark mode doesn't seem too easy here. So might be playing two Baby Shark games. A little bit of takes a little bit of time here to get that ball. So nothing yet. There we go. It does look better, especially with you know, Loki not on the table, but you know, with the lights off, it's showing up on camera pretty nice. There's a lot of colors, a lot of real estate. I gotta get used to that. A lot of real estate up on the top, but the main part is there's really no lag, no hesitation here. Except to get the ball, to get like ball 2 or ball 3. It takes a little bit of time, but otherwise, very responsive.
Bonus times 2. Ball 1 is locked. 1 down, 2 to go.
Yeah, that spiral is pretty cool. So an AtGames original, and I know there's been a few other AtGames originals. Offhand, I cannot think what their last one was, but it wasn't that long ago. I know it was this year. It was within the last 3 or 4 months.
Ball 2 is locked. 2 down, almost there.
For the life of me, I can't remember. There's so many pinball packs. I mean, I was just looking at my storage. I'm always saying like I have all this storage. I am officially about halfway through now. So the halfway point, have about 78, 79 tables. So that has taken half of my storage. I think it's a good mix-up. I mean, we got believe it was a Williams last time, and then before that was a Zachariah, or vice versa. So I do like they're switching it up. We should be getting a Star Wars pretty soon. Talking about switching it up, like I remember seeing that on their calendar. Now I don't have exact, you know, games, tables. When I get an email from AtGames, I'm surprised because I'm not completely glued into when the next pack, the next games are available. So today, seeing the email come through, I go, okay, we are doing a pinball review during this video. So I had something planned, and I thought, let's kind of go around this pack. So talk about a little bit of home arcade, come back and play some home arcade. I think it would have been cool to see Time Crisis at that Best Buy. I went there really hoping that Time Crisis would be in the store. You know, we went to a lot of stores, and seen a lot of the cabinets. Did not see a ton of Time Crisis. I saw some, but that would have been cool. All right, game 2, I'm gonna do left this time. Did it work? No? Should have been shark mode. Oh, it did. It does. He didn't say it, so you can see it flashing here. The first one, you know, they actually said baby shark mode. Shark mode will be flashing, and there was nothing said. But we'll see what if I can tell any of the differences. Maybe it's more scoring, or it's faster play. Seems a little faster.
Sharktastic save.
But technically, it's baby shark, so I'll have to look up what baby shark is. If it's a cartoon, if it's a movie, a show.
Hidden treasure is lit. Bonus ×4. Hidden treasure found. 5 million.
Very cut and dry table though, so I am liking it. It's fun. Again, it's a nice change up. And I think that's the thing with AtGames is we're getting so much variety on all the packs that there's basically something for everybody. I mean, it's the truth. So plus today being the 2nd, tomorrow is the official last day on Amazon to pick up the micro pinball. So good kind of finish here to just talk about that sale for $325. That includes the free shipping, and it you know, you can compare it to a countercade. It is small, but looking at it from the side, there's more to this than you realize. Like there's some size to that table. Like when you see it from the back glass isn't big, but it's just the slant on the table. Like it's a big micro pinball. I guess that's the best way to describe it. And if I could go back in time, I would have kept mine. I don't know if I would have. I don't think I'd play it more than I play this, but it would have been nice just to have it because it's a special thing. It was my first digital pinball, and now it's just the record low of the cheapest of all time. Okay, we got the crab. So this is fun. There was some octopus. I watched a little bit of the. I think it was an octopus. I'm not. I mean, I see an octopus right there. Maybe it was the crab. But if you go on AtGames.com and you check out a little bit of the sample that they have, he was like, "Hello." I think it. This is funny. I think it was an octopus. So maybe he'll show up. It might have been the crab. Only thing that just kind of the hesitation is waiting for that ball. There we go. So only thing I can gotta be a little negative, right? So that's the only thing I can say. Otherwise, I think it's worth the $8 or $6 if you have the HD. I will have a link in the description
Treasure is lit.
for not only the last day, I think it's the 3rd. I think the sale ends the 3rd. It might be the 4th, but the last day or 2 of the micro ALP and a link on how to pick up this pack. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank AtGames for sending me this pinball pack. This is fun. And we definitely have more basic fun Arcade1up comparison to talk about. Tonight we were just getting started. There is a lot of similarities, and
Shred.
basically it's a continuation of where Arcade1up left
Surf's up and
before they
I'm
went
on top of
for
it.
the Slimcades. It's just the things that we would have got from Arcade1up, I think we're going to get from Basic Fun, and we'll see how far that goes. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bonus times 2. Hang thin.
Grandma still got it, Sugarfish.
Hey, Bibble the Starfish here, ready for fun. Let's play hide and seek. I'll scoot, you seek.
Not there. I'll find you next time for sure.
That was a short-lived hide and seek. How about that Turtles find at Target? I mean, talk about, you know, I said before that was a smaller Best Buy, very small Target. They had the 6-pack of, I don't think they're considered the remastered Turtles. I know that was kind of the 1988 remaster that was about a year and a half ago at Walmart. Very cool to see those. It's just, you stumble across stuff when you least expect it.